I'm going to keep pushing my live shows so that I can get the most out of sharing and it's really what it is I'm developing an ideology, obviously of Goddess V and of shieldheart.org. It's like a whole process of um, oh, that's nice. It's a whole process of recalibrating ourselves, a paradigm shift of going into, what's the meaning of life if we're not worshiping Goddess V? I don't think there's, I don't, I, it's like humanity might as well destroy itself, you know? Might as well destroy itself. So, one thing that I have been understanding is that there's like kind of it's obvious how like heterosexual men and homosexual women can worship Goddess V because it's like a core part of their drive, at least as more conscious humans. But what's interesting to me is like the actual experience that women have, just regular heterosexual women who it's like, how do they, completely worship Goddess V in a way that's doesn't make them feel awkward? Like, it's not like it's the way they do it is they have to find ways to protect the vulva and make sure that she's properly worshipped. So they're like the caretakers. But the problem is if women look around, they'll realize that a lot of predatory men are more cunning and more able and physically stronger to find ways to seduce and control them and basically disrespect Goddess V. The only way to like worship Goddess, like, it can't be just a non-married person just like giving oral sex to a woman. That's not enough, because that's not a commitment. It's not real love. It's not a commitment. And so you have to be fully committed to a person and then worship them. Otherwise, it's just you gratifying your own desires. It's not you treating the vulva as sacred and as something that you can't play games with. Like, and also it's a hygiene thing. It's like, what man or lesbian woman would want to be with a, interacting and essentially exchanging bodily fluids with a person that's, with someone, and it's lots of different, and there are lots of different people. Like, to me, that Doesn't make any sense. It's unhygienic, and anything that is sexual in nature, but not under the within the boundaries and framework of a loving marriage is unloving, because it means that you're trying to get some sexual. It means that you're just doing it for the principal aspect is pleasure, which is actually unloving, to seek pleasure for the sake of pleasure, because then if you're going to do that, then you might as well be, overdose on, heroin. If it's like, because of whatever amount of pleasure you're trying to get. Right? So yeah, that's my whole angle. It's like, and then another big thing people need to bring to consciousness is that you can't be labeling somebody a mother, and then worship Goddess V at the same time. And the reason being is because you have to take authority and ownership over Goddess V. And that's like yours. And it's not, this isn't about like the birthing process. Okay, it's about, and it's, I mean, of course, we're humans and that's it, but it's not, this isn't something a cult about like worshiping the mother goddess. No, this is worshiping the flower, Goddess V, the vulva itself, like the clitoris and labia and inner labia. And to me, that's the only solution for lasting peace on Earth. It's the only way that people can really have a calm and focused direction on love and on like doing something that it feels sacred, but it's also human. It's not like I'm not into all the, like, yes, meditations and Zen temples and everything, but I'm not into the whole like people being like like trying to be like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that vulva is to be the orientation, not like treating other things like special. Like, yeah, it's new cars and houses and quality products is great, but in the physical realm, the primary emphasis should be vulva. That should be the primary excitement. And if it's not, then what are you doing as a human being? You're not fully immersed in being human. And so yeah, just as much as it's important for men to make that their priority rather than breast sacs, which are for babies, like, and more of a priority than them wanting oral sex. So it is a religion. It's not like, what do you think of when you think of religion? You think of people saying they worship a god, and they worship, and they have maybe certain rituals that are kind of physical. So because you can only worship something physical. When you label someone something a name, like the unknown, is the unknown a real thing? Like, even though we label it the unknown, you see, I'm trying to get into the, like, if you label something, or if you worship something, then it has to be physical. If you make something important on Earth in the physical realm, then it has to be physical, is what I'm suggesting. And veganism goes hand in hand with it, because veganism leads to healthier, more attractive bodies, and also better, what do we say? Better tasting, I would say, vulva. But it's like, the point is you're not doing it. I mean, of course you are doing it because you want to make your body look attractive, but you're doing it in the name of worshiping Goddess V. It's like a religion. You're not doing it because you want an attractive body. Like, you're doing it because this is the process of worshiping Goddess V. No. So, and again, it's really important that you not label people like your mother, grandmother, because then it almost feels awkward, like you're silently, like, needing their approval for worshiping Goddess V. And also, I have to say, Goddess V is like obviously like a vulva belonging to a woman who's healthy and young. Like, we're obviously not going to worship or celebrate anyone who's overweight or unhealthy or older. Like, this is about worshiping, something that's worth worshiping, and the Christian God is simply not worth worshiping, because it's this tyrannical, like, almost non-human entity, and so it's not human. Like, as humans, we need to engage in activity that orients ourselves around humans. That's why pets are very much against the practice of Goddess V. You can't have pets jumping around, making noise, being unhygienic, detracting from the sacred experience of celebrating Goddess V and celebrating humanity, massaging each other. Stop petting your pets. Like, massage people. Stop wanting to be close to them. Want to be physically close to people. Like, women have this sort of mental thing where they are okay with, like, pushing a dog around in a baby carriage and treating it like a human child, and it just really offends me, because it's so counter and contrary to who we are. So we're going to keep going with that. What I'm doing live to, like, going live makes it so you feel like you have some friends. They're internet friends. They're still people. You know, there's still people curious about what's going on in the world, and as it relates to topics that you're interested mutually in, both with yourself and them. So yeah, thanks for being here with me. We're unpacking it. We're unpacking the whole process. And like I was saying, like, I'm going to be going live when I'm doing my writings. When I'm, like, what I do is I write stuff on a whiteboard and then prepare a little script and everything for a TikTok video. And you'd be surprised, like, how long it can take to kind of reduce and simmer some concepts down so that I can present them in like a 1-minute TikTok video. And I should even make it shorter, because we want to be capturing people's attention spans at that shorter level. So like one of my next TikTok videos is going to be how to avoid premarital intimacy. And so the way to avoid premarital intimacy, or it's not about just how, it's about why. And then this, and I in a confident way with the whole Muslim and Christian realms. But in any case, here we go. I'm gonna sign off now, and we'll talk soon. Hey, Tech. Yeah. I'll do a light work session. Actually, I'll do a light work session right now. Just let me talk to Sentry. I'm going to the dump here. Hey, man. Yeah, green load. Okay, thanks, man. Okay. So yeah, Tech. I don't know if you're still there, but let's pop right into this. We'll do some visualizations, try to reach a higher level of clarity. I want to start with someone that you find, you may not be ready for marriage. That person may not be ready for marriage. You know, but let's say you have a draw towards them. Let's instead, and it's important not to talk to someone unless you're ready for marriage. Okay, copy that. Thank you. So imagine that person smiling, right? Smiling joyfully, and imagine a brilliant. Okay, I want you to imagine you can be like Superman and just shoot through the sky. So imagine that brilliant white light shining down, and oh man, I gotta fucking show you guys this, dude. Check out where I am right now. Watch this. You ready? Fuck, come on. Here we go. Look at this, dude. Fuck yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah. And then I got a big load in the back. all coconut trees. Look at some of the stumps there. I got a heavy one there. I gotta fucking roll it off because it took 2 guys to lift it up in there. But this is, I mean, this is a perfect shot for you guys to check out. It looks like he's gonna, when it's time, he's gonna like scrape everything in. Look at the size of that fucking thing, man, right? Oh, we'll see what it's gonna do. So, back to me for a moment. So imagine that person, that brilliant white light, right? They're shining. Imagine yourself flying through the sky and you see this person that you're attracted to. Like, seriously, I want you to, and by the way, when I say attracted to someone, you have to want to give, oh, here we go. You have to want to give oral sex to their vulva. Otherwise, well, where he's going. Okay, well, it looks like I probably gotta jump off because I gotta unload this fucking coconut tree that we took down. But all good. Boys are back in town, boy. Boys are back in town, boy. Yes. We got a big fucking load about to fucking unload. I fucking got this, so I got this. What was that? Thought I heard something. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for the fun. I'll show you what we're getting into now, and yeah, thanks for joining me. Aloha.